What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for coming back to check me out yet a motherfucking again. This is not a lock update video. This is it's a lock video, but it's not a lock update video. I am approaching my 2.5 year mark, so I will be doing a video in regards to my 2.5 year mark in about 2 weeks. If you watched my last lock update video, I don't even remember what month that was, but I did say in my description that I will not be posting another lock updated video until I reach my 2.5 year mark. After my 2.5 year mark lock update, I will not be doing another one until I reach my my 3 year, third year lock update, okay? Or third year locked. So yeah, that's the timeline. So you guys already know, you got a heads up. For those reasons, I will discuss in those videos. But for this video is more of a lock maintenance video. Just dealing with some of the myths and the to-dos and don't-dos in the lock community and the misconceptions that I either agree with or do not agree with based on my own personal maintenance experience when it comes to my locks. I feel like a lot of times within our lock community, we are given different tips, and some of them are given out like Bible scriptures. You feel me? Like, swear against this because it causes product buildup, or don't do that, or do this. And you know, based on my experience going on 2.5 years locked in 2 weeks, I have some things that I agree with and some things that I do not agree with that I just want to share with you guys, period. So I think we should start with conditioner. Since the beginning of time, since I was in 9th grade, I been very, very big on conditioner. I will use 5 different conditioners if I can at one time, okay? If I have it, I will use it. And it's really because it always been the greatest thing, a part of my hair maintenance, whether I was a loose natural or locked. It's been the best thing for me. A lot of times in the lock community, a lot of people swear off of it because they done some research and heard other people say that it causes, significant buildup, or that some people actually have experienced buildup due to conditioner. Now, me personally, I've been using conditioner within my locks since I was 3 months locked, okay? And I have yet to experience any product buildup whatsoever. And you can actually take a look at my locks. You see, they are very beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. I love my locks. I feel like at this point, my locks know better than to play me like that. Seriously, my locks know better to play me like that and cause some freaking product buildup. But on top of that, I am very, very conscientious and aware when I am washing my hair. So that may mean me being in the shower, washing my hair from hot to cold, the water go from hot to cold, just because I am taking those extra precautions to make sure I get everything out. Now, to be real, I am more concerned about shampoo getting stuck in my locks than I am about conditioner. Conditioner to me is like a smooth, clean finish. Like, it just glides on out, and I cannot attribute one conditioner versus the other. I use so many different conditioners at one time or different times, so I can't say one versus the other. It glides out. So I can't give you, if you want to know, what conditioner are you using that just glides out? All conditioners that I use just glides out. You know what I mean? I just don't have those problems. You know what I mean? I still make sure that I'm rinsing thoroughly, but beyond that, I don't have any concerns about conditioner getting stuck and trapped in my locks. My concern comes with the shampoo and them suds, because we already got to put enough shampoo in our hair, in our locks, just to make sure that we're getting them clean, because what's the purpose, right? And for some of us, like me, I do a clarifying shampoo once a month as well as a moisturizing shampoo. So that's a lot of suds that I have to get out. And I'm more concerned that I may be leaving shampoo product behind than I am with conditioner, because it's not as easy getting suds out of your locks as it is getting conditioner out. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I strongly encourage anybody who is battling whether or not to condition your locks, listen to your locks, because honestly, at every wash, I don't always get the opportunity to condition my locks. Maybe it's because I'm rushing, or I'm at my mom's house and she don't have the conditioners that I use, or because I ran out of my favorite, conditioner, and whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? My hair feels it when I don't condition my locks, even if I am using a moisturizing shampoo. You know what I mean? Even if I do follow up with essential oils and carrier oils immediately following my wash, I still feel the difference versus me using, like, I've even used masks like that are phenomenal, and it just glides out, and it makes your hair feel so much softer and healthier. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to throw that out there because I think it's necessary, especially with a lot of people battling the fear of product buildup. But I'm just going to keep it real with you guys, from somebody that has been using conditioner in her locks from month 3 up until now, going on 2.5 years. As you can see, that is not an issue that I battle. I don't battle product buildup. But if I am in fear of product buildup, I'm in fear due to my freaking edge control, and I'm in fear due to shampoo. Like, sis, okay? Aside from that, I know that a lot of people have these trends, and I was one of them, where we do our apple cider vinegar like bath. We prepare that experiment, and I'm not going to side against it, honestly. I think that's a very beneficial routine to implement into your hair care journey, lock care journey, whatever. But I just want to throw out one of the best shampoos that I don't have right now that I failed to order. But by Wild Skin Science, Amazon sells an apple cider vinegar shampoo. And it eliminates that, you getting everything. It eliminates, you getting, preparing everything and sitting your head in the sink all uncomfortable and not really fully getting your entire head. It just encouraged me to look to see if they have a shampoo where I can just deal with this. And I found the apple cider vinegar shampoo by Wild Skin Science on Amazon. You can buy it alone for $20, or you can buy it in a set with the conditioner. It's a coconut conditioner that I'm not too big on, but I haven't used it in a while. You know what I mean? But it's the shampoo that I love, and it deep cleans your locks to no return, restores your scalp. It's an amazing product. Definitely have to follow up with the moisturizing shampoo, but it is awesome. So I strongly encourage anybody and then not only that, like, that's something you can use once a month. That's a product that I would use once a month just to clarify my scalp, and especially in this weather, my scalp gets a little flaky and dry, and it just gets crazy. And by me using this shampoo, it just replenishes my scalp and restores it back to its normal health. Unfortunately, I haven't had it within the last couple of months, so yeah, don't worry. I'm going to get it. I just keep failing to get it because I focus on buying other things on Amazon rather than that. But that is something very important to have. I have like a tea tree shampoo, so like I'm using that as my backup, but there's no comparison, honestly. Another thing I want to talk about is coconut oil. I think at this point, a lot of us have learned coconut oil is not like me and coconut oil have a love-hate relationship because coconut oil is one of the best things to use within your hair care routine, but I think you really need to be conscientious about how you go about using it. Coconut oil alone on your hair just doesn't do it. Mixed with the bottle, maybe, but not really. I would suggest, and this is because I love using, my favorite moisturizing shampoo to use is the Palmer's Coconut Oil Shampoo Honey. I have never in my life felt a conditioning, it's an actual shampoo conditioning shampoo. I've never felt my locks so mother freaking moisturized with any other product, with any other shampoo outside of this Palmer's Coconut Oil Shampoo. And then on top of that, your hair, it just responds to it so greatly. I really think it helps grow your hair. That's something that I have been using since I was an all loose natural queen. Okay, whatever, however I mix those words up, but I strongly advise and suggest with that, like if you're looking for a moisturizing shampoo and you know you are like me, you have a love-hate relationship with coconut oil, the benefits to coconut oil are phenomenal, and there's no denying that, like, period. There's no denying the benefits of coconut oil. I do believe everyone should implement coconut oil in their routine. Maybe if you add it to your favorite shampoo or something, of like, use it as a pre-poo maybe, you know what I mean, like an oil to use before you get into the shower or something. But I think it's great going along with other things. I do not think it's one of the best things to use by itself, just because the way it's formed and it solidifies, and it's just not for me. It's just like, I want to use you, but I can't use you like this, you know what I mean? And coconut oil has that effect. Also, I want to share, which I mentioned in my last lock update video, this is a vegan hair, skin, and nail vitamin. It's by Sports Research. Just look for the purple and black and purple bottle. These are made with coconut oil, and honestly, I love it. That's a permanent staple within my hair care. I love it. I'm nearing the bottom of the end of my bottles, so I will be purchasing more, but I still got a handful of it left, so we good for now. Outside of that, another thing that I wanted to talk about is stretching out your retwists just so it can thicken your roots. Honey, it does not work like that for everybody, okay? It do not work like that for everybody. Take it from somebody that it don't work like that for, okay? Particularly for me, my scalp, my hairline is very, very, very fine. And this right here is one of the smallest, see this? One of the smallest locks that I have. And I literally go between 3 to 4 months without getting a retwist. You know what I mean? So if you want to say that it thickens the roots, I would have to say it makes sense for some people, but for somebody like me, this ain't getting any thicker than this, you know, from the root. You know what I mean? Like, as you can see, and I literally go like 3 months in between retwists. So I can't attest to that. Another thing about, you know, stretching out your retwist is that for some people, for me, my locks, my hair grow away from the locks. So my locks, you have to train it consistently. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, them things are going to grow and do their own thing away from the locks. And it's a lot to manage, especially being that I go in between retwists for a long time, and I don't do it to thicken my roots. You know what I mean? When I first tried it, because I've seen everywhere, everybody say, oh, if you go longer, your roots will get thicker. And I thought that's something that I can do. And after the first time, I seen like, nah, that's not anything I can do. Like, I'm really one of those people that really should retwist anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks, but I be lazy. That's all it be. I be lazy. This is a lot of hair. I'm doing it by myself, and now I'm taking my time versus before, and my hair is much longer than it was in the past. So it just makes me retwisting my locks more dreadful. Okay, because it just takes forever. Okay, it takes forever for me to get a perfect retwist. You know what I mean? And this retwist is literally like 3 weeks old now. We're in the 3rd week, okay? And yeah, so I cannot attest to my roots getting thicker because of it, because in areas that I have fine hair, that's just not the case, okay? In relation to the roots and everything of that nature, I want to talk about one of the misconceptions that I discovered. I hear a lot of people say the more you wash your hair in the beginning of your lock journey, the quicker your locks will lock. That was not true for me at all. Okay, I really have to side against that, because it was to the point where I had to stop physically washing my hair as often as I was washing my locks, just so I can get my locks to form and train itself. I really say that because I don't know if it's based on texture. I have a bunch of different textures all throughout my locks, as you can see. You know, some of my curl patterns still exist, and then at the bottom, these things are tight curls, so they were easy to lock faster. But honestly, like, from my experience, within your first year, maybe depending on where you're at and how locked you are by a year and a half, you know what I mean, make that determination. But it does not necessarily always help your hair to lock. And I'm only saying that because within my first year, the summer after I started my locks, I probably was like around 6 to 8 months locked. Let me do the math. So like 8 to 9 months locked. I was washing my hair. Yeah, okay, so like 7 to 9 months locked. I was washing my hair like anytime I can. So from like right before spring up until like throughout the summer, I just kept washing my hair every other week, every week. You know, by the summertime, I was washing my hair every week. And, you know, and I did that because I'm like, my hair feels better, especially when it was getting hot. It just felt better and cleaner because I was sweating. And to me, it just felt better. My scalp felt better with me washing my hair. But I realized, like, these babies in the front, you know what I mean, they weren't able to lock. They did not start locking until I, like, literally, until I stopped washing my hair so consistently, you know what I mean? And once I decided, like, yeah, I just looked, I remember coming across a video and somebody pointed out that fact, and I was just like, yeah, maybe that's why some of these locks aren't locking, you know, like all within the front, you know. So I delayed my washes and I went back to washing my hair once a month. And that's when I began to see, you know, certain areas within my locks just now starting to bud. You know what I mean? So like after a year, these locks in the front finally started to bud. They were in their baby lock stage for over a year. It's crazy. And I blame me washing my hair more often. So I guess it just depends on your hair texture. You know, proceed with caution. Pay attention to your locks. Listen to your locks. Another fan favorite within the lock community is motherfucking rose water. I love rose water. I can't even lie. But lately I've been discovering rose water is one of those things. It's better to use than plain water. It's better than obviously tap water, distilled water. So if you need a substitute, rose water is the greatest substitute because of the benefits that it adds to your hair, to your scalp. But using it alone, to me, I'm not going to say my locks felt dry, but it didn't give me the moisturized, you know, feeling that I thought I would get based on everybody's testimonial to rose water. I feel like rose water, when you use rose water, you should always have a good carrier oil or two. You know what I mean? Have your carrier oils infused with the rose water, and you're good to go. But rose water alone, I believe, is not the best. You know what I mean? It's great like as a mist. If your locks are a little dry, I still would advise that you use some carrier oil to go with it. So one of the things that I feel that you should be conscientious of is I know there's a new trend where people are now trimming the ends of their locks to get a more rounded or uniform look. I feel that if you're past a certain stage, that makes a lot of sense, but there's still a lot of locks of mine, like I said, that didn't even begin budding until way later than the other locks. So if you just allow yourself that time to wait, to give yourself, your locks the chance that your other locks had to do its own thing, because once upon a time, these locks that are rounded wasn't always rounded, you feel me? And I have a lot of late bloomer locks, as you can see, that took a while before they started they started to fully lock. So I feel like depending on where you're at in your lock journey, like me going on 2.5 years locked, it's not the time for me to start trimming my locks. I would say for those of you who had late blooming locks, definitely wait about a year after your locks have fully rounded. You know what I mean? And like I said, my locks started rounding out really, really late, and you can see they're still playing catch up. Your locks are still intertwining. You know what I mean? Every lock is different. They all tell their own story. Like I said, I have some baby bloomers, some late baby bloomers, you know what I mean? So be careful when you go ahead trimming your locks, you know what I mean? Because you could be interrupting something that was natural from the beginning. All the time. All right, for you guys today, thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and love and harmony, and be blessed.